Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Colin from Made to Create, and today we're going to be taking a look at how to create a similar beat like Travis Scott's new song, Yosemite. I've already got everything a little bit set up with the sounds that I want to use. So the first thing that's very prominent in that song is that guitar sample. A lot of producers are actually against using samples. I love using samples just because it helps me get inspired and it helps me sort of get a better workflow going. So the sample that I chose is this one right here. It's a guitar sample. And that sample I just pulled it out of Studio Ready to Guitars from loopmasters.com. I'll put a link in the description below so that you guys can get the sample yourselves if you want to use it. There's a ton of other samples in that sample pack which are really great, so I do recommend checking that out. That's the sample that we had. It was at 90 BPM. I stretched it up to 150 BPM. And the first thing that I'm gonna do is add the 808s. What I'm using is a plugin called 808 Bass Module 3. I'll leave a link for the download in the description box below so you guys can get that yourselves as well. I'm just gonna go ahead and copy that real quick. And I'm gonna rename that pattern to 808 so I know what's going on. Next thing I want to do is add some hi-hats, create a new pattern, call it hi-hats. And on that I'm just gonna fill each second step. Copy that pattern, paste, copy, paste. So what I like doing with the hi-hats is adding some variation to it. You can do that by Control and Shift clicking and selecting a couple hi-hats where you think it might work. Just add these and then just hit Alt and A to open the arpeggiator, and then in the arpeggiator you can select the time. I'm gonna go to range 1 and hit so I'm pretty happy with that. Add a new pattern. The next one's gonna be this weird Congo sound that he got going on there. Alright, so I'm just gonna layer that Congo sound with a snare sound. I'll create a new pattern called kick. I'll put that right down here. And now in Yosemite he had a really cool flute sound going on, so we're gonna try to recreate something like that, or something similar at least. Okay, so let's create a new pattern, call it flute. So let's quantize that real quick and take a listen. I got this really cool plugin from Contact as well called Kwaya. So we'll add a pattern from there as well. Okay, so that pretty much does it for the beat. So all I want to do now is just route it through to the mixer over here. And the way I like to mix the beats is just select all tracks by hitting Control and selecting those tracks and turning down all the volumes. And then I'm just going to slowly bring in every track one by one. So let's start with the guitar. And I think maybe a flanger effect would be really nice on that. Let's try it out. Let's use Fruity Stereo Enhancer. Or, yeah, and just use the preset called 4 strings. That just gives it a little bit more depth, makes it sound a little bit more interesting. Let's bring in the 808. Now for the 808, I just took away a little bit at the top end using the parametric EQ. Let's bring in the hats. Okay, so I just want to take out the African voices. I don't know, it just didn't work for this track, I guess. I'll just delete that right now. So that happens to me sometimes. I'll have an idea for a sound and I'll put it in the end and it just doesn't mesh with the track, so I just decided to take it out. I think the track is pretty full enough the way it is without the African voices, so I'm just gonna scratch them, take them out. Usually what I do with my tracks is I add a plugin called Slamdog, which is like crazy. Like, this plugin is amazing. I think I picked it up at Plugin Boutique on when it was on sale. I'll put a link in the description box below where you can download that plugin. It's just really like a one-off quick mastering type plugin that you can just sort of you know, play around with it a little bit. They really know what they're doing over there. With the plugin removed, it sounds like this. It's just so weak, such a weak sound, and then when you it's just such a weak sound, and when you add the plugin, and then another plugin that I really like using is Smart EQ Plus. Alright, and that's that. So now the only thing that's really left to do is arrange it and add a little bit of, you know, kind of magic here and there. So basically the way I do it is just try to rearrange it over here in the arrangement window. Let's just, I guess, start off like this. I'm just going to reverse that sound so there's a little bit of a lead up going up into it. Boom, just like that. And then I'm just gonna take the same sound, make unique, and sort of reverse it back. So there's a lead in into the drop there. And that's pretty much it. So that's what I'm gonna do with the rest of the beat. Find a couple of chops and maybe some vocal samples or something like that, just sprinkle it in there. The key to creating good music in that sort of style is just to keep it really simple. You don't really want more than like 7 or 8 tracks. So once you add vocals to this track, I think it's gonna sound boom. If you guys want to check out that beat, I'm gonna upload it to my other channel. I'll leave it a link in the description box below. Everything basically that I used in this tutorial, I'll leave links in the description box below as well, so you guys can check it out. And with that being said, I think I'm gonna end it there. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe. I'll have new beat videos up on the regular schedule. I'll try to get on the regular schedule anyways. It's been really busy with studio work and stuff like that, so I'll try to get stuff moving as quick as I can. So thank you again so much for watching. I hope this tutorial helped a little bit, and I'll see you in the next one.